You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. An arrest warrant has been issued for a man involved in a Mahanoy City shooting death over the weekend. According to police, 36-year-old Santonio Malone of Shenandoah allegedly shot and killed 33-year-old Juan Carlos Romero of Hazleton outside the R Music 21 Lounge in the 100 block of East Center Street around 3 a.m. Sunday. 29-year-old Alorfi Vladimir Ramirez of Hazel Township was also treated at the scene, then flown to an area medical center with serious injuries. Malone's facing charges of first-degree murder, aggravated assault, simple assault, and recklessly endangering another person. Anyone who may have information on his whereabouts is being asked to contact PSP Frackville at 570-874-5300. Authorities in Luzerne County are also investigating an early Sunday morning fatal shooting. Wilkes-Barre police were called to the MUFON Lounge on Academy Street around 1:30 a.m. for report of a fight. While on scene, police discovered a male victim who sustained an apparent gunshot wound. He was taken to an area hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Police continue to investigate that fatal shooting in Wilkes-Barre. DBI Services in Hazleton closed its corporate headquarters on North Conahan Drive Friday afternoon. The company was founded by brothers Paul and Neil D'Angelo back in 1978. The company grew throughout the decades and branched out to locations in 45 other states, employing nearly 1,500 people nationwide. DBI Services specialized in infrastructure projects, which included bridges and roads. Employees at the Hazleton facility were informed of the closing through a company-wide notification Friday afternoon. The shutdown has many area officials concerned, as DBI was one of Hazleton's biggest businesses. The loss of DBI will affect not only jobs, but wage taxes as well. The Schuylkill County Coroner's Office was called to a Monday morning house fire in Tower City. Firefighters responded to a working structure fire in the 100 block of East Grand Avenue shortly before 3 a.m. Crews worked for several hours to put out the blaze that severely damaged two homes at 141 and 139 East Grand Avenue. The identity of the victim hasn't been released at this time, and there's no word on how many people were displaced by the blaze. Several pets were also reported to have died in that early morning fire in Schuylkill County. A Monroe County priest was arrested Friday for allegedly having inappropriate contact with a minor. The Diocese of Scranton learned that Father Gregory Loney, pastor at Most Holy Trinity Parish in Cresco, was arrested by the Pocono Mountain Regional Police Department. The diocese immediately removed Loney from active ministry pending the outcome of the investigation and plans to fully cooperate with law enforcement officials in their investigation. Bishop Joseph Bambera said that learning details of the behavior that Father Loney's been charged with is extremely upsetting, and in no way is this alleged behavior tolerated in the life and ministry of a priest. Anyone who may have relevant information in the case is being urged to contact the Pocono Mountain Regional Police Department at 570-895-2400. Authorities in Luzerne County are asking for the public's help locating two missing teenagers. Wilkes-Barre police are searching for 18-year-old Milanija Kozer, who police say has a diminished mental capacity. She's described as standing 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighing around 200 pounds with brown eyes. Meanwhile, the Luzerne Borough Police Department's looking for 14-year-old Natasha Krivenko of Swoyersville. She's 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighs around 165 pounds with brown shoulder-length hair. She was last seen wearing a white SpongeBob shirt, a gray hoodie, jeans, and Nike flip-flops. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is being asked to call Luzerne Borough Police at 570-287-7633. Starting today, Lehigh Valley Health Network will administer booster shots of the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccines. Like Pfizer, the Moderna boosters can be given at least 6 months after the initial 2-shot series for people 65 and older, as well as those 18 and older who live in long-term care settings, have underlying medical conditions, and work or live in high-risk settings. J&J's booster can be given at least 2 months after the initial 1-shot vaccination for those 18 and older. Scheduling can be completed through MyLVHN or by calling 833-584-6283, but walk-ins are also accepted at LVHN vaccine clinics. Those seeking boosters should remember to bring their vaccine card so they can be updated. More information can be found at lvhn.org/vaccines or lvhn.org/booster. Workers nationwide are calling for changes in the workplace, which include better benefits and sustainable wages. State officials are answering the call by implementing a new workforce plan, and WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has more.
The Wolf administration wants to ensure that workers in Pennsylvania receive fair wages and benefits, as well as safe workplaces through a proposed workforce plan.
What we're talking about when we make the workplace more attractive for workers, we're talking about making businesses more successful, because that is the key. And that's why I'm announcing a new workforce agenda to meet the needs of workers and businesses and our economy. By taking action to improve workplaces in Pennsylvania, we are going to ensure our Commonwealth is a place where people actually want to work.
The governor is calling on the legislature to pass several bills aimed at helping out working families.
To create safer workplaces, to promote higher wages, and guarantee paid leave for workers. These are 3 necessary changes that will not only help workers, but will also transform the nature of work in Pennsylvania and make our economy stronger.
For the past 7 years, Wolf talked about raising the state's current minimum wage of $7.25 an hour to $12 an hour.
I think 30 states in the country that have a higher minimum wage than Pennsylvania does. I don't know about you, but I haven't heard of any of those states, businesses screaming that, things are just really bad. So all these states have higher minimum wage than we do. It's time for us to act.
The Department of Labor and Industry was also directed to pursue regulatory changes so workers are paid fairly.
The time to take meaningful action to support workers and promote economic prosperity is now. That's why the governor has also directed Labor and Industry to update the Minimum Wage Act regulations to ensure that workers are paid for all hours worked.
Wolf said that workers have considerable leverage right now to choose jobs that provide sustainable wages.
They have a lot of options for work, and they can choose to work for companies that say keep them safe, that pay fair wages, that provide desirable benefits. We want workers to have their pick of good, safe jobs that let them support a family, that let them build a successful life in our communities.
Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. And the actor best known for playing Gunther on the long-running show Friends passed away on Sunday. James Michael Tyler died at his Los Angeles home on Sunday and left behind his wife. Tyler announced his stage 4 prostate cancer diagnosis earlier this year, shortly after appearing on HBO's Friends reunion show. A statement from Tyler's family said the world knew him as Gunther, or the 7th friend from the hit series Friends. But Michael's loved ones knew him as an actor, musician, cancer awareness advocate, and loving husband. The actor also made appearances throughout his TV career on Scrubs and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. James Michael Tyler was 59 years old. Coming up on WYLN News, more on $25 tickets for 25 hours and a special Yingling delivery, plus what you need to know about our Game of the Week. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Gio, and I'm 3 years old. The weather is going to be tomorrow rainy, so get your umbrella. Bye.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton, has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hazleton Public Transit announced that its office will be closed on Tuesday, November 2nd in observance of Election Day. However, the Church Street station will be open and buses will be running. Regular office hours will resume on Wednesday, November 3rd. The Trans-Siberian Orchestra is celebrating the 25th anniversary of its Christmas Eve and Other Stories album with a special limited-time offer. Tickets valid for both TSO shows at Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza will be selling for $25 each. However, the offer will only be available for 25 hours, starting tomorrow, October 26th at 9 a.m. until Wednesday, October 27th at 10 a.m. This year's long-awaited tour celebrates the 25th anniversary of the multi-platinum album that launched the group to superstardom and spawned the Bring the Whole Family Rock holiday tradition to more than 17 million fans nationwide. The back-to-back shows are scheduled for Sunday, November 21st at 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Tickets are available through Ticketmaster.com and the NBT Bank box office at Mohegan Sun Arena. Yingling made a very special delivery Thursday to a 106 years young superfan. Debbie Yingling, a 6th-generation Yingling family member, stopped by West Lawn Berks County to see Margaret DeLulo and her family. To celebrate Margaret and show the brewery's appreciation for her lifelong love of lager, Debbie brought along a Yingling lager truck delivery of beer. Now, I know what you must be wondering. Well, according to Margaret, the secret behind her long and healthy life is drinking a delicious Yingling traditional lager a day. Our Wyln sports crew is already gearing up to bring you our final regular season coverage of the 2021 high school football season. We kick off with some live Comet Spartans action this Friday, October 29th, when we travel to Mountaintop for the Crestwood Wyoming Valley West matchup. Tune in for your Friday night fill of Marty Burns, Joe DeMelfi, and our Wyln sports crew, bringing you the event, not just the highlights. Sponsored by Lehigh Valley Health Network, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner. No plans Friday night? No problem. Got some? Well, cancel them. Instead, tune in for your weekly dose of Friday night football and all the live local action right here on Wyln TV. Coming up on Bloomsburg's News Choice, ever want to be an MPB community player? Stick around for Community and You to find out how. Plus, who's leading the way this week? Stay with us and find out.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns, host of Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Join us every week as I'll be joined by head coach Dennis Bookman as we go over past Hazleton area opponents, we'll look ahead to a future opponent, and have a guest from the Cougar football program. That's all this season on Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner.
M&J Excavation, serving the area with quality and dependable home heating oil with competitive pricing. Also on and off-road oil delivery for your heavy equipment. They also provide paving and excavation services. 570-233-1898.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
This Halloween, Wyln TV 35 wants you to settle in for an evening of Halloween programming. At 7 p.m., it's Off the Beaten Path Paranormal Edition. And then get ready for a Halloween sci-fi spectacular. Experience the 4th season of the locally produced animated program, Solo Spaceman, from 7:30 until 10:30, followed by wine, hops, and road stops at 10:30, and at 11 p.m., it's PBW Wrestling. It's Wyln's Halloween Sci-Fi Spectacular, featuring Solo Spaceman, October 31st on Wyln TV 35.
Welcome to Community Review here on WYLN. I'm Julia Wiegand, and today we are in the studio with Sabrina, who is on the planning committee for the MPB Community Players. First of all, how are you doing, Sabrina?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Not too bad. So today is important because MPB is looking for players for all of their Christmas performances that you guys will be doing. So I guess tell me a little bit about the where and when signups are, how that's all going to work.
Sure. So our sign-up/first rehearsal is going to be Tuesday, October 26th at 7 p.m. in the MPB Church basement. So that's right on streets, the 4th and Cybert Street. If you're interested in performing, you don't need any kind of vocal experience before. If you just want to come out and sing some holiday songs, some Christmas songs, we're looking for anybody who's interested in just spreading some holiday cheer.
And that was going to be my next question. What kind of people from the community are you guys looking for?
We're just looking for anybody who's interested in being involved. Like I said, you don't need any choral experience to come and be a part of, it's called our Christmas gift. We do some performances at some of the local churches, and it doesn't even benefit us, it benefits the churches that we perform at. So it was something that we wanted to do as part of our return back from the pandemic. This is something that all of us really enjoy doing. It's just really fun. We all enjoy the holiday season, the Christmas season, so we'll be singing some religious songs, some secular songs, so anybody who wants to participate is welcome.
Now, if somebody comes in to sign up, how are rehearsals going to work up until the performances?
So rehearsals will happen typically twice a week. If you can't make it to some rehearsals, that's okay, because we are going to be offering some options virtually. We're going to do a lot of recording, so if you miss a rehearsal or two, you can always tune in, and we'll have a Facebook group going so you can rehearse from there. And then up into the performance, we're going to have a couple extra rehearsals, sometimes at the locations that we're performing. But yeah, we're pretty flexible.
And this is for all ages, correct?
Yes, this is for all ages, so even our youngest players to our oldest players, our youngest at heart, can come and do the performance.
Now, how should people get in contact with MPB?
So if you want to reach out to Judy Ann McGrogan, she is our director. Her email is just mcgroganj@gmail.com. Or you can always reach out to us on Facebook. Our Facebook page is the MPB Community Players.
All right. Is there anything else that you want our audience to keep in mind?
We're just really excited to be coming back after the pandemic. We all very much miss performing and singing, so it's something that we're excited to do, and we hope that everyone's excited for us to come back into the community.
Well, thank you so much, Sabrina, for stopping in the studio today. Then.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you, everybody watching out there. Remember, MPB Community Players are looking for members. If you are interested, they have a sign-up October 26th at 7 p.m. in the basement of the Most Precious Blood Church in Hazleton. All ages are welcome. That's it for This Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
It's high school football time. Watch WYLN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WYLN can. The Game of the Week on WYLN TV is sponsored by Lehigh Valley Health Network, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner. For the best in local sports, watch WYLN TV 35, the event, not just the highlights.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Dr. Anthony Valence leading the way to kick off this week's series.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leading the Way, where we explore the backstories of those paving NEPA towards a better future. This week, we're joined by Chief Medical Officer for Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, Dr. Anthony Valent. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So let's start off where we always begin, the beginning. Tell us a little bit about growing up, what your early childhood was like, and what kind of started off this career path.
Okay, well, I grew up in Hazleton, as you already know. I grew up on Carson Street and did the usual things that kids do in town. It was a great place to grow up. Hazleton was a really nice, quiet town, very neighborly. I grew up in a real residential, just neighborhood type of an area. Went right through school here and played a lot of sports when I was a kid. Obviously, we played it was big three: football, baseball, basketball. As I got older and didn't grow as much, I limited it mostly to basketball and baseball. But just had a good time growing up and doing the things that kids do.
Yeah.
Graduated and then went to college from there.
And tell us about the, we're going to get into more of getting into the medical profession, but before that, and we had a prior discussion to this, what you originally went to college for and what kind of led you towards that path.
Oh, sure. Well, I went to Bloomsburg. I graduated from Bloomsburg with a degree in elementary education, and I actually taught school for 5 years in Elizabethtown, which is in between Lancaster and Harrisburg. My whole family were educators. My dad, my sister, my uncles, a bunch of cousins. So I grew up, in a house that basically talked education and talked about, kids and that type of thing at the dinner table. So that got me interested in that path, and that's eventually, where I wound up, going to college and thereafter.
All right, and we'll get into how that led to the medical career later on. So check back tomorrow night as Dr. Valent continues leading the way into part 2 of this week's segment. Good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.